With YouTube attacking alternative media, please consider supporting the channel via Patreon for just $1 per month. Link below. Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Matt Jarbo. This is the Mundane Matt channel. And you know, YouTube is a massive, sprawling website. Number 2 on the web. And I'm sure most of you know that by now. But there are a lot of good people on this platform. There really are. A lot of great, kind-hearted, amazing, wonderful people that are just out there trying to do what they can do to make the world a better place. And then you get others that are gigantic scumfuck morons, like the one here that claimed that being vegan cured her of cancer. Sadly, though, she has died from cancer. I feel like this kind of debate would have been perfect for, internet blood sports, which is now being heralded as intellectual MMA. So take that for what you will. But anyway, it says here that a YouTuber who said that eating a raw vegan diet, drinking juice, and praying to God cured her cancer has passed away. Yeah, none of those things are going to cure cancer, right? None of those things are going to cure cancer. It's just we're getting closer to curing cancer. There's been a new medicine that's come out that can be tested that can help cure some cancer. There are ways to keep yourself protected from getting cancer. But praying to God and eating a raw vegan diet will not save you from cancer. I do want to kind of use the YouTuber Vegan Gains as an example of this. Vegan Gains is vegan, and he is also cancer in its purest form. So there's that. Mari Lopez, one half of the blogging duo Liz and Mari, succumbed to an aggressive terminal cancer that spread to her blood, liver, and lungs. And look, I will make jokes about her logic here, but at no point in time am I happy or excited or trying to use her actual death as any kind of stepping stone. It's tragic. I wish she would have sought treatment. She would still be here. Maybe. We don't know, but it would have been something. Rather than relying on God and raw fruits and vegetables, as well as juice to cure the cancer. I really can't stand that kind of nonsense. It sucks people die. It does. Now, she was known for posting viral videos of how she was able to cure her stage 4 diagnosis through faith in God and following a strict diet of raw vegetables. But here's the thing. If God does exist, he clearly looked at what she was doing and went like, psych, because it didn't work. In an interview with Babe, Liz Johnson, who made videos with her Aunt Mari, doubled down on her belief, saying she completely stood by what she posted. I'm sure she did. There's a reason why religion in and of itself is cultish. You can have your faith, and I'm not trying to insult that, but the tenets of a lot of organized religions do come across as very much brainwashing, right? If you believe that praying to God is going to cure your cancer, then that's not going to work. It's like that old adage of there's a flood and you have a man on the roof, and the flood levels are getting higher, and he goes like, please God, please save me, please save me. And someone comes by, in a raft and says, I will save you, come on. And then the guy says, no, I'm waiting for God to save me. And then a little bit later, the flood waters get higher, and he can't go anywhere, and he's stuck. And someone comes by in a boat and says, I'm here, I'm saving you. And he's like, no, I'm waiting for God to save me. And then a helicopter comes by and tries it, and he says, no, I'm waiting for God to save me. And then he dies, and he goes to heaven, and he looks at God. And he's like, I was trying to save you. Or like, why didn't you save me? And the guy goes, I sent you a raft, a speedboat, and a helicopter, and you never got on. Right, I love that idea I butchered it entirely, obviously, but I love that thought, because when it comes to the idea of religion, especially putting every bit of your eggs in the basket of faith for God to miraculously heal you, is kind of ridiculous to me, because we have medicine for a reason. We have modern medicine for a reason. And if you believe that every little thing is a flowchart from God, then you would have to believe that modern medicine is a flowchart from God. Therefore, cancer treatment is a flowchart from God. And that would be acceptable to go and seek it. If there were viral videos that happened here, if there were a viral, if there was money at play, and I don't know if there was, but if there was money at play, you can see why it would not be in her best interest to go and get treatment. And I say this because so many people out there rely on this kind of, I guess you could say, bullshit as a way to kind of justify their behavior. If there is money in it, it doesn't matter if it's destructive, right? It doesn't matter if it's destructive, provided that there's money in it. Now, Liz and Mari, who videos amassed hundreds of thousands of views, regularly posted on how Mari had recovered from terminal diagnosis through her Christian faith and her discovery of lemon and ginger juice. They told the story to know in certain terms that they could do the same, uploading how-to videos like Stage 4 Cancer Healed by Juicing and Raw Vegan Diet Part 1, nearly 300,000 views, Part 2 at over 400,000. Now you're selling lies to people at this point. You are. You're just selling lies to people. You have a video titled Stage 4 Cancer Healed. I've had friends who have, you know, had family members die of stage 4 cancer. It's rare to come back from that. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's rare to come back from that. And to sit there and be like, I did that through Christian faith and juicing and a raw vegan diet is just, so angers me. I don't want to, like, she's dead and that's unfortunate. And I want to, you know, obviously not say anything about that, but it's also like, what the hell? Was just the money too fucking good? Was that what it boiled down to? Because that's what I feel. That's the only explanation I can give. Now, Liz and Mari gave recipes for juices that would clean all the toxins out of your system and advise what kind of juicing machines work best. In a video, Mari pointed out one juicer and said, I recovered from cancer with this machine. Now, the question was, what's the juicer and were they paid by the company to make that claim? That is an honest to God question. Because I get contacted by companies all the time to do sponsorship deals, right? I get hit up by them a lot. A lot of them are mobile games and everything else. You know, and I turn a lot of them down because I just don't like the product. But if you're going to sit there and say, oh, I have this Vitamix, $300 from Costco, and this cured my stage 4 cancer. That's such a load of crap. Their videos inspired an outpouring of misguided love from cancer patients and religious viewers who thanked Liz and Mari for sharing their journey. Some fans even said they would encourage their partners to follow a juice diet for their cancer diagnosis. Saying here, Jan Michael Manuel says, my fiance got diagnosed with cancer. This is very encouraging. We'll have her try the lemon ginger blast. God bless. And there's nothing wrong with trying it out. And, you know, okay, look, these things frustrate me on just a multitude of levels, but I will point out one thing I do believe in. Mind over matter. Having a happy, positive mindset when dealing with cancer is probably the best way to ultimately overcome it, along with the treatment, i.e. the key word there is the treatment. But having a positive mentality, fighting for it, is going to keep you engaged. If you decide to just let yourself go, if you give into the depression, if you just give up hope, you're going to succumb to it a lot faster. Right? Mind over matter. Your mind is super powerful and it will really mess you up if you let it. So having a positive outlook will definitely help. Now, William Griffin here says, here's an update. My wife is totally healed, and I mean healed. She began using this lemon ginger blast juice and all of her pain, inflammation, and her cough went away. She then decided to stop eating dairy because she was already vegetarian, but she went full vegan and stopped eating processed food and sugars. She lost 30 pounds and is as healthy as ever, but she also added coffee enemas and essential oils to her regimen. Oh, coffee enemas. I have a friend trying to talk me into doing one of those, and I just don't want to do it. But you're literally blasting your ass with coffee grounds. You know, it's like it's meant to make you feel really good. Well, if I recall correctly, your butthole is an extremely absorbent part of your body. So it's like it will absorb the chemicals from that. So the caffeine from that, which might make you feel good. That is not science. I heard that somewhere. I can entirely be wrong. If I'm wrong, let me know. The best thing she ever did, now she's telling everyone about it. She puts people on the same regimen she did. They all get results. She found out about this juice on your channel, and it was what led her down the path of healing and making changes in her life. Praise the Lord. Praise you both. Now, here's the thing with that. I don't believe one word of it. I don't believe one word outside of maybe having the positive mindset. But other than that, I would like to know more about who this person is. Now, Mari said her lifestyle had cured her cancer, but also turned her straight. Now we're playing with fire. All right. Mari referred to how she was able to cure her cancer in 90 days by drinking juice. She said her renewed faith and diet even pushed her to renounce her lesbian sexuality. If you're born gay, right, and you're drinking lemon ginger blast, and all of a sudden you have a hardcore craving for the D, I don't know what to say to that one, to be honest with you. She says here, I was healed by God and faith and used to live a gay lifestyle. This went on for over a year as Liz and Mari posted videos behind a paywall on Vimeo. Oh, yeah, money. All freaking money. Like I said, anything can be justified on this platform or in video marketing online, anything involving video, if the money is there, right? Anything can be justified if the right amount of money is there. Until summer 2017, when Liz posted an update to Mari's condition saying she's not feeling well. By October, she was desperately sick with an aggressive cancer in her blood affecting her liver and lungs. By December, she was in a hospital. The doctors have given her only days to live, Liz wrote on Facebook. 2 days later, Mari passed away. And that's unfortunate. It is. It is. I don't like any bit of this. I also don't want the woman to be dead. Saying, Liz by faith, Mari passed away last night. Please keep our family in your prayers. We've lost her uncle in the same year. I'll be uploading a video announcement soon. Thank you for all those that have been praying for her and keeping her in your hearts. Now, it says here, Liz thinks Mari would have survived if she stuck to her vegan lifestyle. Speaking to Babe from Houston, Texas, Liz explained that her aunt was pushed by her sister, Liz's mom, to start radiotherapy and chemotherapy, which she thinks disrupted her diet of juicing. No, that's, again, she's selling a product, right? She's selling the product under the guise of a false profit, which I really don't like. She took, she went on to radiotherapy and chemotherapy and, it totally disrupted her vegan lifestyle and whatever. And, it just killed her. It's ridiculous. Liz refers to this as inconsistencies, which she thinks pushed Mari to her death. Liz's mom favored conventional medicine while Mari wanted to follow alternative treatment. And I have no real problem with alternative medicines in some respects. But when it comes to like the miracle cure-all, whatever that you find on Dr. Oz that gets shilled to you through tabloids and checkout stands, is not modern medicine. It is not regulated. It is not science. It's a pseudoscience at best. And oftentimes it is a lie. It's meant to sell you a dream, sell you a falsehood that can hurt you. And in this case, I think did. Saying she was following a raw vegan style diet. My family is not familiar with that style of living. What happened was, as Mari was living with my mom started to tell her that she needed to eat meat now. She said it was okay to use things that she didn't want to use. My aunt was very against the microwave because of cancer causing issues with that. And my mom would cook her things using the microwave. But if she already had stage 4 cancer and it comes back with a vengeance. I'm just saying. Look at Andy Whitfield, the guy who started in Spartacus, right? First season of Spartacus, he did the show, and then he ended up getting sick, and he got cancer, and then they took a year off for him to get treatment. He was cured of cancer and went into remission, was getting ready to shoot season 3 of the show, and he ended up getting hit with cancer. It came back, and within like 2 weeks, he was dead. It was very sad, very tragic. That's how cancer operates. So trying to sit there and act like, oh, she used the microwave and it just, kicked it off. I just don't buy that. It comes back. Saying here, according to Liz, this led Mari to giving into her mom. Say my mom would buy her burgers and things like that. She didn't want to eat that, but after a while, she was just okay with it. When you give in too many times, you just end up saying whatever. I feel like that's what caused the issues. That's where the inconsistencies were. She was telling people in her videos that needed to eat this way, but at the same time, she was having her own struggle. Does Liz genuinely think that Mari had kept up with her vegan lifestyle? The results of treatment would have been different. She says here, I think they would have, honestly. I truly think they would have. That's what really contributed to the change in the first place. Going backwards is not going to help anything, right? But then later on in the conversation, she adds, I can't fully say 100%, but I think that may have been what happened. And of course, you can't say 100% because you don't know. You can't say 100% because that would almost be a guarantee, and you can't make guarantees when you're selling this type of alternative medicine nonsense. And again, I'm not against all types of alternative medicine, right? But I feel when someone comes at you saying like stage 4 cancer treated or cured with this lemon juice, that's a dangerous thing to be selling on YouTube. But again, nothing's going to stop it because they also hid the videos behind a paywall on Vimeo in order to bilk people out of their money. Like I said, anything is justifiable when the money's right. Saying, Liz is still committed to the healing powers of God and veganism. Of course she is. It's still valuable to her pocketbook. Even after her aunt passed away from cancer, Liz is still certain that you can heal yourself just through prayers and juice. Saying, I still agree with the message completely. I would agree with it, and I would still go behind that message. You have a spiritual side and your physical side that work together to improve you as a whole. That's the message. But if your physical side is being, bombarded with cancer cells, and you're trying to sit there and say that a lemon ginger juice will help you in this, will cure you of what ails you, you're a snake oil salesman. You're the type of people that roam around the Old West going like, I have this mercury drink. It's meant to cure your limp dick. You know, and you give people mercury poisoning and they die. Because it's not tested. It's not real science. It's pseudoscience. You're like the solar roadways of freaking YouTube. Spiritual selling shit. Anyway, Liz explained towards the end of her life that Mari had asked her to take the videos down proclaiming the healing powers of the vegan diet. Liz says she would keep the videos up, genuinely believing they could give cancer patients help. She even called the experience a test of faith. So when Mari was at the end of her life, and she looked back and she saw that things that she had said, actions she had taken in the pursuit of money, let's be real here, it's in the pursuit of money, was wrong. It was false. It was fake. She asked her partner, her niece, to take the videos down as to not harm or hurt or mislead anybody else. And instead of doing that, instead of looking at it from an objective, rational perspective, she called it a test of faith and decided to keep the videos up. Why? That's why. Saying she didn't want anyone listening to her, which I understood because I knew she was depressed. She was upset because cancer had come back, and I can understand how maybe she didn't want to give people false hope. I had a lot to pray about because I could feel her pain, but in my own relationship with God, I knew it was something that could still help people. It could still make a difference in people's lives. It could still give hope. Liz plans to continue her channel, uploading health videos and offering financial advice. She said she would keep the vlogs of her and Mari discussing the cancer, and even added the premium Vimeo clips for free. Yeah, okay. See, now you're under the spotlight because of all that. You're under the spotlight because of all this stuff. So, I'll make this for free, but I'm still going to keep talking about it. I'm going to offer financial advice to people on YouTube. Your goose with the golden egg died. That's like the most effective way to look at it. So, milk it for as long as you can. Beat that dead horse as long as you can. Lie to people as long as you can. There's a lot of crap that goes on this platform. There's a lot of crap that goes on this platform. And I would hope that people out there would see that it ultimately, it can in fact be, that ultimately YouTube will step up and put a stop to it. No, I mean, look, if you want to say that you've been cured by a lemon ginger blast and a coffee enema, and that's cured you of your cancer, then you can talk about that from the perspective of, and ultimately people will stop seeing this as being anything other than a load of shit. I've been critical, and I've, to maybe some extent, been cruel, and I can acknowledge that. But a person is dead because of not seeking help, not seeking modern medicine help. And by the time they had the realization of it, by the time they understood that that's the course of action to take, by the time they realized that death was literally on their doorstep and this is where things are going, then chose to seek help, it was too late. And that is the message here. Don't wait. If you have cancer, seek treatment. If caught early enough, you can still live. Mari did not, because she believed, or sold the belief, I should say, that a juicer, lemon ginger juice, raw vegan diet, and Christ would cure her of her cancer. Well, it looks like God sent her a raft, a lifeboat, and a helicopter. And it wasn't until the helicopter was pretty much like leaving that she caught on. But by that point, it was just too late. And that's the sad thing here. But anyway, what are your guys' thoughts on this? This is a long one, I admit. What are you guys' thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments below. My name is, of course, Matt Jarbo. This is the Mundane Matt channel. If you guys haven't already, please thumbs up the video, subscribe to the channel, check it out, share it around. If you want to see more content from me, you can do so right now.